Okay, and we're back at FBW, so we're going to do a quick night one review of SummerSlam.
SummerSlam Night 1, done and dusted.
Yeah, so we kicked off with Liv versus Io, and...
Yeah, surprised that they went with this first, but I was honestly really happy they did, because that was a fucking banger.
Yeah, it was. It was a phenomenal match. It was an unbelievable match. I didn't realise the two of them had this good chemistry.
Yeah, me either. Oh my god, it was so good. Now, we did predict that Io was going to win, along with your fantasy
My better
book.
booking, the better booking that I did.
Yes.
Now, like I said, it was more fantasy than anything else, but at the same time, multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
Like, you can figure it out and do it right.
It out.
Like, I'm happy for Liv. I'm happy to see her with... Hopefully they give her more title reigns or title defences now.
Yeah, because she wasn't doing many title defences, to be fair.
That was her first.
I can't believe that's her first one since winning it. That's
that was her
crazy.
first. It's ridiculous.
And I wonder what they're going to do with Io now. So
I haven't a clue. I reckon Io is probably going to go into the Intercontinental title scene and boost that title for a while.
Yeah.
Like, it already got boosted through Becky and all that, but it kind of lost it a little bit afterwards, like with Saul, and kind of like that wasn't done too well. Like, yeah, she could actually pivot to Raquel, and she'd still have the Judgment Day stuff. So actually,
that's a good one. That's probably what they will do.
I know Lyra's going to be gunning for it as well, but like, you know, there's no reason why it can't be a mesh of women in there for boost it up even more.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was a phenomenal match. Great way to start. Got everybody going. It was a great way to start. And then we moved on to LA Knight, Solo, and Royce Keys versus the Bloodline. I'll be honest, didn't really have that much expectation going into this match. I was expecting this to be a pee break match.
Yeah, like a filler episode.
Yeah, it was. It was going to be a filler match, so it was. It was going to be just one of those where you don't... But I actually really enjoyed it.
I really did, and I loved Solo.
That's one of the main reasons I enjoyed it. Jake, I did not like the Gears of War stuff at the start. It was...
I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it, but when they started doing the thing on the screen, I was like, whoa. I was like, is this somebody debuting? Is this... What's going on here?
Yeah, it did make me think that this was something...
Like, I got Wyatt 6 vibes. Like, I got Wyatt 6 vibes when I saw that. Now, I knew it wasn't the Wyatt 6, because I know I'm, like, following Joe Gacy and all that, and Dexter Lumis, they're off in, like... Joe Gacy just debuted in GCW the other day. Nikki Cross is doing her thing in Progress and all that, so they're off doing their own stuff now, which is cool, like awesome, good for them. So I knew it wasn't nothing to do with that, but I was like, is this someone new? Is this someone creepy? Yeah. And then I saw the skull come up and I was like, God damn it!
More advertising.
Yeah. Like, look, advertising done like that isn't terrible, but, you know, they got me to the point where I was annoyed. Jacob's entry was cool. The way he entered with the mask.
That was really cool.
It was very cool. The match played out well. Obviously, I made the pitch that Royce would join the Bloodline. Nothing like that happened. There was no heel turn. There was no Solo heel turn. Thankfully, because nobody wants that right now. Solo doing the yeet, like run it back
that was so
in Jay's
good.
face. That was the first time I think I've ever enjoyed that goddamn entrance.
I haven't yeeted like with enthusiasm in like a year.
Yeah.
I was just like, do you know what? Yes, I will yeet right now.
I will. Yeah, that's it. I will yeet right now because yes, do it, Solo.
Get an enthusiastic yeet from me.
And yeah, and having LA and Solo and them win, I like that. It was a good decision. Interesting to see what's going to happen now with because Jay at the pin as well. Like Jay's been dropping the ball a lot in the Bloodline lately, so you know.
Get that.
Yeah, but the hug at the end between Solo and Knight that was nice as well. I thought Knight was going to leave without doing it, and I was like, dude, like he's proven himself.
Yeah. And your fantasy book didn't play out like you thought it would, where you thought like
I know I said that already. I already said it. You don't need to repeat it to me. I don't need it thrown in my face.
I know.
What are you?
You calm down.
I do not need to calm down. How dare you throwing it in my face?
But
it's called fantasy booking for a reason.
To be fair, when I saw what Royce was wearing, I was like, oh, this might be happening. And the fact that he was down on the ground and he didn't hug Solo, he was like, he didn't celebrate with them in the ring. I was like, that's a bit...
In fairness, they were all wearing that reddish shite by the time they came out, though. When Solo and LA came out, they were all kind of wearing similar colour. Yeah, they were.
I didn't notice.
But yeah, it was an enjoyable match. And then speaking of enjoyable matches, we got to move on then to Gunther and Nick Aldis. Because this, it was a low-key banger.
It was.
Like, Nick Aldis more than held his own. And like I said yesterday in our predictions thing, I was really hoping that he would do well. Like, obviously, we were talking about him getting emotional on Van Fleet and all that. And, like, he wasn't sure if he still had it.
Yeah.
Even Morden still has it.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
he can still go.
It was a great match. I
He's
would
in
have
great shape, too.
Yeah, he's in ridiculous shape. Like, but the thing is, that's the thing a lot of people have pointed out is, like, people were chanting, "You still got it." It's like, the man's 39 years old. He's 8 years younger than 9 years younger than CM Punk. He's younger than both Seth Rollins.
You could argue he's in his prime.
Little past his prime. WWE wise, you're right.
In WWE,
because Seth, Roman, and Cody are all in their 40s, and Punk is in his late 40s.
Is he younger than Jey Uso?
Yes.
He's younger than Jey Uso. That's 30, crazy when you say it like that.
Jey Uso's 41 years old. Like, Nick Aldis is 39. So yeah, he's younger than most people. He's only a couple of years older than Gunther.
And if you saw from some backstage thing, he's handed in his resignation, and Triple H was like, "Nope, come back to work," kind of thing. So he's going back to being the GM. I thought maybe this was going to be him going back to wrestling. But yeah, I mean, he's happy going back as being a GM. Like, good for him.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to see him back in the GM role. It would have been interesting to see a new GM, kind of something like that. But like, Nick Aldis is a great GM. Like, Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce are the best tandem GMs we've had in a long time in WWE. You know, like I miss Teddy Long and Eric Bischoff and that. But Eric Bischoff, not that much. He was an annoying little Weasley fuck. Yeah. He was meant to be. That was the character he was playing, which he was good at. But at the same time, I wanted to strangle him. Teddy Long was good, but people also forget that every week was like, "You're going one-on-one with The Undertaker." I just spat everywhere. But that's what Teddy used to do. He just spit on you. No, he didn't do that. He'd spit on his hose.
Well, we were right on that one, and Gunther did win.
He did win. I would have liked to see Gunther acknowledge Nick at the end of the match and kind of
shake his hand or something.
Not even shake his hand, but just kind of like stand in the ring and give him a bit of a nod, because that's similar. That's what he did with Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
And Pat McAfee, don't get me wrong, the Pat McAfee match was fine. It was a passable match. Nothing wrong with it.
And Pat McAfee isn't a wrestler.
He's not a wrestler, and Gunther did 97% of the work in that match, whereas Nick Aldis more than held his own.
Yes, he did.
It was like, look, we'll give Gunther the extra bit of credit, but like at the most it was 65-35. I'll give it 60-40 to Gunther work-wise.
Yeah.
But Nick Aldis put in the work.
He did.
Like, he did the work. He did the... Like, there was never an issue with him selling. There was one issue where he missed a duck on a chop, where he was meant to duck under the chop, run to the rope and do whatever, but Gunther just committed to the chop, hoping Nick would duck. He didn't, and he just chopped him as Nick ran through him. So it looked kind of funny, but come on.
His chest as well,
his chest
raw.
His chest was raw. But it was a very good match, very enjoyable, and then less enjoyable was the next match, which was Fatal Influence versus Paige and the Bellas.
I kind of spaced out.
Exactly, same. There was nothing wrong with it. I pitched this yesterday. I think me and probably 90% of wrestling fans probably pitched this
coming.
Most people saw it coming. Paige at the pin. Fatal Influence win. Roll out of the ring. They don't really get their shine on SummerSlam, but at least they were in SummerSlam. They got their match.
Yeah.
And the Bellas turned on Paige with Brie with one arm. So 3 arms.
I wonder what happened to her. Like, she's definitely injured.
It's bad, apparently. Apparently it's a serious injury. She got taken to hospital right after. I think Triple H said that it's a serious injury and they don't know the extent of it yet. But I reckon she's going to be out for a while, which might not be a bad thing. I've a feeling... I obviously said to you yesterday, Tatum Paxley, to pair with Paige against the Bellas. Now, I seen online some people speculating about who would be paired with Paige, and there is one extremely obvious person that I can't believe I didn't think of.
I have one in my head, but I don't know if it's the right choice, but I think it's just because she's also English.
Oh, okay, well, you're wrong then, but go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say Blake Monroe.
Absolutely not. Awful choice.
They're kind of
No.
They're kind of
Silence.
opposites of the same kind of coin, kind of thing.
Yeah, cool. You're in the quiet corner for a couple of minutes. Don't talk. No wrestling opinions for you. No wrestling opinions for you. Be quiet. Awful. Terrible choice. Terrible.
Hey, some people might have said R-Truth and Damian Priest doesn't make sense. Does it work? Yes, it does.
Okay. All right, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Now, R-Truth and Damien, I think most people would have said they probably would work somewhat well. But when you say that in the sense of like in the sense of odd pairings, fair. Okay, I'll give it to you. Yeah, and probably because the two women involved, they probably would make it work where it would be enjoyable. So yeah, look, you're allowed.
Am I out of the quiet corner now?
No, you're allowed out. I apologize. I'll put myself into the fucking dickhead alley for a couple of minutes. I do apologize.
Thank you.
You are correct. Mishmash pairings.
Have this on recording. Awesome.
Do say, shut up, woman! I'm editing this. You're never hearing it. But yes. Oh, you threw me. So what I was going to say was the person who is obvious when you think about it to pair with Paige in a tag team against those two is AJ Lee. Because talent is not sexually transmitted. Because they have a lot of history so to do when it comes to AJ and the Bellas.
I don't really know the extent of it, but I do know they have history.
Well, AJ was pushing for women's wrestling and wanted women to be able to wrestle, and the Bellas were like that total divas kind of stuff and all that.
The reality show. And
hence where that line I just said came from, like where they were both going out with Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, and John Cena at the time, and that's when AJ hit them with that line of like, talent isn't sexually transmitted, and it was one of the best lines in the women's division probably ever. It was fantastic. Well, other than the fact that those two were screaming the entire time during AJ's promo because they just don't get it. Like if you listen to it back, it's good to listen. Like it's fun to watch it back, but all you can do is hear the Bellas screaming with no microphone. They're just screaming down near the ring. It's genuinely, honestly, I don't like shitting on like wrestlers and all that kind of stuff, and like that's their job. They're trying to get people over. They're trying to do this. It was genuinely one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen in wrestling because they're just screaming, trying to get
the attention. Like
not even the attention. They're trying to almost ruin AJ's promo. They're trying to, because like obviously I don't know, jealousy or whatever. But it's sad. It was genuinely sad.
Like when Nikki was like walking out of the ring after she attacked Paige and she looked at the camera and she was just like, that's the last someone takes my spot, and like does the head like fucking movement, and I was just like, what are you doing?
What I was like was, you gave her the spot. You introduced her at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
She didn't take her spot.
She didn't take anything. What are you
talking
talking about?
You were the one who said, we called a friend.
I know.
Who's taking your spot? You called her. Yeah. You called her. You were injured.
Don't take my spot. I was like, what?
What's happening?
It's like getting mad at someone for calling you. It's like, you called me, motherfucker.
I'm getting mad here. I'm like, this is so stupid. But yeah, the match itself was fine. The aftermath was expected by most wrestling fans. So look, we'll see where we go from here. I reckon it's probably going to be Nikki and Paige in a singles thing for a while until Brie comes back. Hopefully it's not too long, because if it is too long, we can't.
Isn't it mad how one Bella comes back from injury and the other one goes off on injury like immediately?
Yeah. It literally immediately, the first match back. But yeah, so then surprisingly, after this match, we then move on to the co-main event,
which we thought would be the main event.
Yeah, which was CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE title. And like I said to you, I reckoned Punk would have been pissed at this, the fact that the title wasn't going on last.
Yeah.
Now, in fairness, when we got to the main event, which we will get to in a couple of minutes, and we kind of were sitting up, paying attention to it and all that.
Yeah.
It felt like the main event. Like
it did, and I do think in retrospect it was the right decision.
Yeah, and I don't think having Punk and Cody as the main event with the interference from Randy, I don't think that would have been enough. Do you know what I mean? So obviously I went on a little tirade yesterday. I did my fantasy booking. I told them to book it better. Yep. I can sit here today and say, I booked it better. I booked it much better. And Kevin Owens was in the back as well.
Was he?
Kevin Owens was at SummerSlam. He was in the back Like, Kevin is right there. He's ready to return soon.
But he's not. He's ready to like be in like promos probably, but he's not ready to wrestle.
He's not ready to wrestle. He doesn't have to wrestle. He would have been the one getting physical. We've seen him down in the performance center, like not taking bumps, but he's running the ropes. He's doing stuff. I'm fairly certain he can do physicality
so
if he's not taking it.
So they could have actually done your plan.
Yes, and they should have.
That's so frustrating.
I said, right, 3 words: do it better. They failed. So 1-0 to Jason. Right? Yeah. WWE 0, Jason 1. Well, do you know what? And I'll leave it at 1-0 because that was the one I was really passionate about. And the Io Sky and Kyrie one you'd have to do a lot of finagling to get Kyrie back. But I'd nearly take that as a 2-0 to me as well because that would have been better too.
Yeah.
But I'm only going to take the 1. That's how good of a guy I am. And we'll get to that in our predictions in a few minutes when we get to Sammy and them. But continuing on our Night 1 review, this was actually a pretty good match.
I thought it was really, really good. Like it felt like the back and forth wasn't crazy. And when CM Punk went on that top rope to jump on Cody onto the table.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought he might have broken his leg. I was like, oh my God.
I thought he either broke his leg hurt his leg or bounced his head into the barricade because his leg didn't plant in the way that you would want. So instead of you don't want to plant it, but you want your leg to land on toward your opponent or like just onto the table so that you can kind of slow your momentum.
Yeah. He
slid. And he just crashed into the barricade.
Yeah.
So when I seen that, I was like, oh.
And then he just laid still. And like, obviously he was selling, but I was like, is he unconscious?
I was more like, is he alive? That's a near 50-year-old man who just crashed into that barricade. And then did a fucking moonsault.
Yeah. What was that about?
Wasn't exactly an amazing moonsault.
Wasn't exactly on target, but it was still a moonsault.
I'm a 34-year-old man, so I should probably shut my mouth because I guarantee you I can't do a fucking moonsault. That 48-year-old man did a motherfucking moonsault. So whether it was amazing, great, shut your mouth. He did a frickin' moonsault.
And as he said in Unreal, if you watch Unreal, he said he is the best 48-year-old wrestler in the world. And I don't think anyone can argue that.
Correction, actually, he said he was the best 47-year-old wrestler at the time, and he will be the best 48-year-old wrestler when he turns that age. Just so you know, don't give me the eyes. She's giving me the eyes right now because she knows she's wrong.
Why are you like this?
I'm a dick. That's why I'm in Dickhead Alley. I'm just going to go over here and spend my time here. I live here now, people. Come join me in Dickhead Alley. Leave your abusive comments towards Rakiko in the comments. And if you would like to join the booking team, hit subscribe.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. But yeah, it was a great match. Very well done by the two of them. Randy getting involved with the little wink and that, and CM Punk not seeing it was fine. It was like, obviously I had my expectations. This didn't live up to it with the aftermath, but the match itself.
Match itself was great. The
match itself exceeded my expectations. It was very good. Cody's doing a lot of heel shit. He's doing a lot of stuff. It's like, are we pulling this trigger?
Just do it already.
WWE've come out and said it's in Cody's hands. So they're putting the blame on him at this point. So yeah. and I think he deserves the blame. Because like I said yesterday, he's a coward if he doesn't turn heel. He's afraid to turn heel. He's afraid to lose. For some reason, he's afraid to lose this merch stuff that he has. I don't know, like, is the expense of that tour bus a lot where he's like, I can't lose that money? It's like, dude, people buy heel shit. Like, WWE sell heel shit. I'll buy.
Also,
like,
just paint it. Paint it different.
Paint what different?
What do you mean? He can still have his tour bus, no?
No, he can have it, but I'm wondering, can he afford it if he doesn't have the merch coming in from the babyface Cody shit?
Well, that's where you get new merch from your new character.
But that's what I'm saying, but for some reason, like, people are afraid that heel merch won't sell. Babyface merch sells because kids buy it. It's like, motherfucker, grown-ass adults want to buy stuff. Like, we buy things. I'll happily buy some heel shit. I have some Moxley t-shirts. I have some Killer Cross t-shirts. You know, I have some Eddie Guerrero stuff. It's like, that motherfucker spent most of his time as a heel. It's like, don't get me wrong. I prefer the heel stuff. A lot of adults prefer the heel stuff.
A lot of people do.
So like...
Yeah, he just needs to, like, maybe he's afraid to be booed. I don't know, but he's been booed
He's already getting booed.
But yeah, he was already getting booed. But he's getting booed for the wrong reasons. He get booed for the right reasons.
Exactly.
That's what wrestling is. Know when to pivot.
I know, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get what the fear is. But look, it was a great match. We'll see what comes from it. And then we moved on to the main event, which was Brock and Oba. And this was the main event.
Yes.
This felt like the main event. Like when they got in the... Like just the entrances, getting in the ring, the cell being lowered down, the whole pomp and circumstance to it all. This was the main event. They made the right call.
Yeah.
You know, when I seen it earlier in the day, I was like, what? We're not doing Punk and Cody? Personally, I was like, oh, we're not going to get the big shit that like I'm hoping for because it's not the main event.
Yeah.
But yeah, once we got to this and everything that happened, it was a really good match. It was a great match.
So
like, it was a proper hoss fight. You know, you get these two behemoths just battering each other, and like Brock starting off with the like Suplex City, like hitting the Germans, then hitting F5s, like battering them, like going through the table. I think the only thing that it could have done with was blood. That was the only thing that could have sold it more, was maybe Oba gushing, or like the two of them gushing blood.
Yeah.
You know, obviously WWE are averse to that, but it would have helped. But in hindsight, it probably wasn't overly needed, but it would have sold the moments. It would have sold.
It would have added something extra to
Yeah.
it. But then Brock pulling up the mat,
Yeah.
which is mad because I don't think I've ever seen that, like, especially not live anyway.
I don't think you have.
And
No.
when they pulled it up, I was like, that's all the padding they
Yeah.
get?
Yeah.
It's like 3 inches of that tiny little foam is all the padding they get, and then underneath it is wood.
It's funny because
What the fuck?
I've explained it to you before, but until you see it,
Yeah.
you really can't grasp it. And
No.
then you had a proper panic moment when Brock hit that tombstone, and you were like, his knees!
Oh God, that's all I kept thinking about when he just dropped. I was like, oh God, his knees.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think, I knew Oba was fine.
Yeah,
Oba
yeah.
was grand. But the guy's knees, I'm like, no.
I thought it was...
The guy, Brock Lesnar.
Obviously, I'm sure most people have copped this, but I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. Brock's most famous Hell in a Cell matches are with The Undertaker. He's beaten The Undertaker twice. That was kind of like Brock's... when you see Cena and AJ hitting all the finishers,
Yeah.
and you see like John hitting like Sister Abigail, and like AJ like hitting all of the stuff that they were hitting in those matches, in that match in Australia, and they were hitting like signature moves from other people. Brock didn't do that. Brock did one, and he did The Undertaker, and that was it. And that was all Brock felt like he wanted or needed to do.
Yeah.
I'd love to know, was that what it was? But that was like, it was because it's a tombstone. It was a tombstone that he hit.
When
you know?
he picked him up, I was like, what are we doing? Because I was really, because like to pick up him that way, he's like, he's not light. You know what I mean?
No, he's not like...
He basically essentially picked up his own weight.
We did wonder then afterwards, did Oba not make a mistake, but like, because obviously he lifted him up for the fall from grace and hit him onto the mat. We were wondering, was he meant to get that onto the wood? Because I feel like he probably was.
Yeah, because when you see
Brock
looks to the wood and he makes like a grimace face, like, "Ah, fuck, we missed it."
I don't know if he does.
No, watch it back, because I watched a replay, and when he falls to the mat, he looks at the wood and then makes a grimace face.
Yeah,
So almost like, shit, we missed the wood.
fair.
So he's almost annoyed that he didn't get slammed into wood. That's how like mental this guy is.
But yeah, it was a great match. I was very happy that Oba won. I wasn't really that worried that Brock would win. I kind of knew Brock could do the right thing.
Yeah, I knew Oba was going to win. I would have been shocked if they gave it to Brock.
Yeah, me too. And then having Brock leave the ring, then come back, hug Oba, which I was very surprised at. Because like Brock doesn't seem like a hugger.
No, I was like, oh.
And then basically acknowledge him as the future. You know, like that was really good. That was well done. It was nicely done because Brock doesn't do shit like that.
Yeah.
So for Brock to do it, it does mean something.
It does, and it looked like Oba was about like tearing up a little bit.
Oba was getting a little emotional, I think. Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure.
What, that situation?
No, a lot of pressure now on Oba.
Oh, there's a load of pressure on Oba now, but I think he likes it. I think he wants.
He can handle it.
I think he wants that pressure. But that was our night one review.
Yep.
And turnbuckle rating for the night.
Turnbuckle rating, I'm going to give it... Because I didn't have... My expectations were low going in. I'm not going to lie. They were low, especially leading up to the Raw and SmackDown. So I'm going to be a little generous because they were so low. So I'm going to give it a 9.
A 9?
9.
Okay. I would have given it a 7.
Okay.
I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay.
Because it's SummerSlam, big things should be happening. Didn't really feel like that much big happened, you know, where coming out of it there was still a lot of like, you know, what's the direction, what's going on with Cody, like where's Oba going to go from here? That's not a problem. Like that was always going to be the question coming out of this when he won anyway. So yeah, I don't think there was enough definitive where they did enough. Like Io and Liv was absolutely phenomenal. That was one of the matches of the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 7.5 is fair. They didn't do enough. If they want to get a rating like a 9 from me, they need to up the game. And hopefully we're talking about this tomorrow with a 9 rating. Oh, like I'd love to be sitting here giving it a 12.
I hope so.
But yeah, so that's our night 1 review. So if you enjoyed it and you would like to join the booking team, hit subscribe and we will be back with a predictions video soon. So keep an eye out for that for night 2.
Bye, guys.